After the unbelievable story about cats and coffee beans in Reacher Season 3, perhaps it's best that Jack Reacher doesn't own any pets. Alan Ritchson's Reacher character, who is fully immersed in Xavier Quinn's arms-dealing operation, gets to experience a fleeting moment of luxury as Zachary Beck's live-in bodyguard. During his stay at Beck's mansion in Reacher Season 3, Reacher savors the food prepared by Agnes, the pleasantly direct housekeeper. But Reacher doesn't really like the coffee. He is shocked to learn that Beck's pricey coffee underwent an intriguing manufacturing process before ending up in Reacher's mug, as Agnes explains. She discloses that the coffee beans were given to a cat, partially digested, then excreted, packaged, and sold to people like Beck who like their coffee to have a hint of tang. According to Agnes, the allure is that the taste is improved by passing the beans through the cat beforehand. Although Season 3 makes Reacher wonder if this is a real-life occurrence or something made up for television, he is not persuaded. Civet coffee is the more popular name for the coffee that is discussed in Reacher Season 3, and it is a real thing. The procedure is nearly identical to Agnes's description. Coffee beans are eaten by the Asian palm civet. During the process, the beans undergo partial digestion and fermentation before being pooped out and collected for sale as coffee. The coffee is said to taste better because of the fermentation process and the careful selection of the best beans by civets. Reacher Season 3 does, however, omit a few important details. Any viewers who are tempted to start sneaking coffee beans into Felix's breakfast should stop because, despite their striking resemblance, civets are not strictly cats. Second, there is disagreement among enthusiasts regarding the price versus the taste advantages of civet coffee. At Coffiness, Arn Prus acknowledged, "I would have automatically given any other coffee beans that tasted like that a mid-range ranking." The Washington Post went one step further in their review, describing the beverage as terrible. Reacher seems to be far from isolated. Although everyone has a different taste in coffee, whether it is pooped or not, the production of civet coffee has also sparked concerns about animal welfare. According to PETA, their investigation into the cultivation of civet coffee revealed cruel practices that taint an already contentious cup of coffee. Since Jack Reacher is not a humorous person, Reacher on Prime Video is not a comedy series by nature. However, Reacher has been able to subtly interject humor between the silent glares and mountains of dead henchmen in order to avoid taking itself too seriously. Such jokes are typically based on Reacher's antisocial nature rubbing awkwardly against other people, and the coffee scene in Season 3 featuring the cat poop is a prime example of this. On the one hand, the conceited Beck, who has more money than he can handle, buys coffee made from cat poop. A simple man who has sampled coffee from diners across the United States, Reacher's title character, on the other hand, is noticeably unimpressed by his new employer's fancy beans. The humor stems from Reacher's utter incredulity that such a drink exists and that there would be a high price to taste it. The idea of coffee made from a cat's anus amuses Reacher, who is typically a man who doesn't follow trends.